Hockey is more than just a sport. It's a passion, a culture, a way of life. For many fans, hockey is synonymous with the NHL, the world's premier professional ice hockey league. The NHL has produced some of the most talented, charismatic, and legendary players in the history of the game. But who are the best of the best? Who are the players that have left an indelible mark on the sport and the hearts of millions of fans? In this video, we will count down the top 10 greatest NHL players of all time based on their achievements, records, awards, and legacy. Let's get started. 10. Mark Messier. We start our list with one of the most exceptional center-left wingers in NHL history, Mark Messier. Messier embodies the ideal blend of toughness and skill. Recognized as the ultimate captain, the league has a leadership award in his honor that they give out at the annual awards show. Since Gordie Howe's retirement, no one has commanded the same level of intimidation, but Messier provided the perfect counterpoint to Wayne Gretzky's grace. Together, they clinched 4 Stanley Cups in Edmonton, and Messier secured an additional one after Gretzky's departure, along with a 6th in New York. Messier concluded his career with 1,887 points in 1,756 games, ranking 3rd on the all-time scoring list. 9. Bobby Hull. Even though his son Brett eventually had better stats in the NHL, Bobby Hull made a mark in history because he was fast on skates and had a great shot. That's why people called him the Golden Jet. As a left winger, he scored 50 or more goals in 5 different seasons in the NHL. After playing for the Chicago Blackhawks for 15 years, he retired with 604 goals. Later on, during 7 seasons with the Winnipeg Jets in the WHA, he added 6 more goals, reaching a total of 610. This achievement, once second, now ranks 17th in NHL history. Hull earned the Hart Memorial Trophy, MVP, in 1964-65 and 1965-66, and got selected for the All-Star team 12 times during his NHL career. 8. Alex Ovechkin. The only suspense in Alex Ovechkin's career revolves around whether he can surpass Wayne Gretzky's record and become the top goal scorer of all time. Currently, Ovechkin has 822 goals, trailing Gretzky by 73 for the coveted number 1 spot. Despite early predictions that Ovechkin might slow down, he proved them wrong by adding another 42 goals in the 2022-23 season. If he maintains his current pace, there's a good chance he could break Gretzky's record sometime in the 2024-2025 season. The real question now is whether Ovechkin will stay in the game long enough to aim for the milestone of becoming the first player in NHL history to score 1,000 goals. 7. Sidney Crosby. Sidney Crosby, a Canadian hockey icon, has left an indelible mark on the sport, earning widespread recognition as one of his generation's greatest players. Boasting exceptional skills, leadership, and a multitude of accolades, Crosby's impact is profound. Since his 2005 NHL debut, he has consistently showcased elite performance, amassing over 1,500 points, solidifying his status as a premier point producer. Crosby's unique prowess lies not only in offensive capabilities but also in his exceptional two-way game, showcasing defensive skills, face-off mastery, and unwavering work ethic. As captain of the Pittsburgh Penguins since 2007, he led the team to 3 Stanley Cup championships, exemplifying leadership and character. Crosby's extensive list of accolades, including 2 Hart trophies and 2 Conn Smythe trophies, attests to his greatness. Beyond individual accomplishments, Crosby has promoted hockey globally, serving as an ambassador with professionalism, humility, and dedication, leaving an enduring legacy as one of hockey's all-time greats. 6. Maurice Richard. Although his career was relatively brief, Maurice Richard's impact in the NHL compensates for his less impressive statistics. He holds a significant place in league history as the first player to achieve the milestone of 500 goals, marking a historic moment. The NHL further immortalized his legacy by naming the award for the top goal scorer each season after him. Richard's contribution goes beyond goal scoring. He possessed a tough demeanor that occasionally led to issues, coupled with a fierce desire to win characteristic of Montreal Canadiens players of his era. Evaluating players from the pre-modern era against today's best is challenging, but Richard stands out as one who transcended the game, leaving an enduring mark on hockey. 5. Jaromir Jagr. It's astonishing that Jagr is still an active participant in the sport. Hailing from the Czech Republic, he not only owns a team in his homeland, but also occasionally dons the jersey to play for them. Jagr entered the NHL draft in 1990, selected by the Pittsburgh Penguins. His career has seen him play in the NHL, return to Europe, and then make a comeback to the NHL. Currently, he holds the second spot in points, boasting 1,921 in 1,733 games. Jagr secured 2 Stanley Cups during his successful stint with Pittsburgh, solidifying his position as a top 5 player in the sport's history. Despite perceptions of him lingering past his prime, especially among younger fans, Jagr was undeniably one of the most thrilling players ever witnessed by NHL enthusiasts. 4. Gordie Howe. If someone's called Mr. Hockey, they must be one of the greatest players ever. Just like Jagr, Howe didn't want to stop playing. Even when he got older, he stayed good at the game. Howe began his NHL career in 1946 with the Detroit Red Wings. He won 4 Stanley Cups, 6 Art Ross trophies, and 6 Hart Memorial trophies. He was picked for the All-Star team 23 times. In 1,767 NHL games, he scored 1,850 points and spent 1,685 minutes in the penalty box. He could score goals and make big hits on opponents. If he hadn't played in the rival WHA, where he got 508 points in 419 games, Gretzky might have had a harder time breaking the points record. After 6 years in the WHA, Howe came back to the NHL for one more season in 1979 to show he still had it. Adding to his legacy 17 years later, Howe played for the Detroit Vipers in the IHL, 52 years after he first played in the NHL. 3. Mario Lemieux. Mario Lemieux is celebrated as one of the most influential and talented hockey players in history, leaving an indelible mark on the sport. His remarkable statistics with the Pittsburgh Penguins, including 690 goals and 1,033 assists in just 915 regular season games, attest to his greatness. Lemieux holds the record for the highest goals per game average in NHL history at 0.75, and further solidified his dominance with 76 goals and 96 assists in 107 playoff games. Beyond individual success, Lemieux led the Penguins to consecutive Stanley Cup victories in 1991 and 1992, establishing them as a formidable team. His accolades include 6 Art Ross trophies, 3 Hart trophies, and representation on the NHL First All-Star team. He also contributed to Canada's success in international competitions, winning the Canada Cup in 1987 and the Olympic gold medal in 2002. Lemieux's impact transcends statistics. He revolutionized the game with his unique combination of size, skill, and finesse, inspiring a generation of players. His charisma, sportsmanship, and resilience in overcoming personal health challenges further enhance his legacy. Mario Lemieux's contributions continue to shape hockey, and his influence remains palpable in the sport's current landscape, securing his place as one of the greatest players of all time. 2. Bobby Orr. The individual who transformed the approach to playing defense, Bobby Orr, had a profound impact on the game. Without Orr, it's possible that someone like Paul Coffey or Ray Burkay might have emerged to push up into the offense. However, it's uncertain whether they would have adopted a similar style without Orr's influence. Before Orr's era, defensemen typically stayed behind the opposing blue line, leaving offensive plays to the forwards. Orr altered this norm by aggressively attacking up the ice and contributing significantly to offensive plays. Despite a career marred by knee injuries, Orr amassed 874 points in 596 games, securing 8 Norris trophies and 3 Hart trophies. Additionally, he led the Boston Bruins to 2 Stanley Cups. When enjoying the offensive prowess of contemporary defensemen like Cale Makar and Erik Karlsson, it's worth acknowledging Orr's game-changing influence on the defenseman position. 1. Wayne Gretzky. It's no surprise that Gretzky holds the top spot in the rankings. His records, which are likely unbreakable, excluding goals, and an extensive trophy collection that hardly fits in a standard house, solidify his unmatched position. Gretzky accumulated an impressive 2,857 points in 1,487 games, a staggering 926 points ahead of the second-ranked Jaromir Jagr. Remarkably, his 1,963 career assists alone would have secured the points record even if he never scored a goal. With 9 Hart trophies, 10 Art Ross trophies, and 4 Stanley Cups, Gretzky's individual and team achievements are exceptional. Despite a decline in team success after leaving the Edmonton Oilers, Gretzky remains unparalleled in the NHL, currently holding 62 records. He is undeniably the driving force behind the NHL's ascent to relevance in the modern sports world. Gretzky's significance to the NHL, both in the past and the future, is unparalleled. No one will ever hold a more crucial role in the league's history. So there you have it, folks, our list of the top 10 greatest NHL players of all time. Do you agree or disagree with our rankings? Who would you put in your top 10? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.